Okay, so I'm going to turn this. Oh, wow. Three of Wands. This card always reminds me of the survivors, okay, for some reason. Five of Wands. Beautiful card you have there. And you have Knight of Wands, okay? So you have three Wands and one Ace of Pentacles. So Namaste, my wonderful Cancerian friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. This is your general reading for the month of July, where we are exploring the energies surrounding your love life, your career, your finances for the month ahead. Now, if you like more personalized guidance, then don't forget to check out my weekly readings on this channel. All right. Before we go any further, I just would like to tell you what is happening in July with regards to the Vedic calendar. All right. Now, according to the Vedic calendar, this month carries the energy of gaining wisdom, embracing spiritual growth, and honoring the mentors, the teachers, and the guides who has been lighting up your path. Now, it is also a beautiful time for learning, reflection, and deepening our connection with your inner truth. So, with these intentions in mind and in our hearts, let's begin by clearing the space and releasing all negative energies. All right, now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now, the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. Okay, now also before I begin, I would like to wish all you Cancerians a wonderful, blessed birthday. Okay, may this month be as joyous and as wonderful and beautiful with lots of health and abundance for you. And stay blessed. Okay, all right, now I am going to pull four cards for each week. Sorry, I'm going to pull one card for each week. So that's about four cards. So I'm going to do first of all the general one, and then I'm going to do the love readings, and then I'm going to do your career, and I'm going to end it up with your finances. Okay. So let's begin. Now, also please take note that this reading is only for it's a collective reading. So take only what resonates with you and just leave the rest. Also, it'll be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing in it, and by sharing the videos. Okay, so let's begin. So that's for week one. That's going to be for week two, week three, and week four. Can you believe it that we are already in almost the second half of the year? Wow, time really goes so fast, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to turn this. Oh, wow. Three of Wands. This card always reminds me of the survivors, okay, for some reason. Five of Wands. Beautiful card you have there. And you have Knight of Wands, okay? So you have three Wands and one Ace of Pentacles. So as we are going to start with your Three of Wands here. Now, I sense that some of you may thinking about traveling. Okay, it could be for work or for leisure. All right, so there is some kind of a travel coming up for you this month. So be confident, okay, and just plan. All right, so I'm not going to go deeper into it because I see that this girl wants to, go for a swim or surfing. Okay, but she's thinking of whether going. Now look, just go. All right. Look, life is too short to think too much. Okay. So I see that some of you, okay, are taking a kind of a trip somewhere. So, embrace change. Okay, you know, when you travel, you actually learn a lot of things, okay, rather than being in your cocoon. Now, oh, that's for the first week. Okay, now the second week, there are some kind of conflict happening. Now, it is not a major conflict I see, but there is some kind of a competition. Now, I'm not even sure whether you are participating in a competition as well, because it just came to my mind. Now, there is in the second week, you know, people, if you can see, you know, they're trying to climb up the ladder. They just want to, you know, they don't care whether this person falls or not, whether they're struggling or not, but, you know, looks like somebody really wants to climb the ladder. There's some kind of arguments and communication, so I don't know where it is coming from. So later, if we are going to do our love reading and our career reading, see whether, you know, this card, you know, comes up. But just be aware, as I said, I'm giving you only a heads up, okay, for July. So that's first week, that's second week. Now for the third week, there's a beautiful growth coming, okay, with regards to your there's going to be doors opening for you, a lot of opportunities. So probably, you know, when you start to travel, when you come back, there's going to be a bit of a chaos, but, you know, don't worry too much about it. Okay, there's some kind of opportunity is open for you. Manifest, as you can see the card. Okay, this person is holding abundance of wealth, health, relationship, career, whatever it is, and it's all rooting. Okay, it's overflowing. So in no time, you're going to see the fruit of this labor. So there is new opportunities, abundance and prosperity is on the horizon for you for week 3. Now, the last week of July, you are going to have a wonderful time because you are going to be so passionate in whatever you are doing. All right, you're going to be very courageous. There's going to be a lot of energy in you. Okay, and if you can see this card, both its color. So I see when you start out with something, you might be adding up with that too, and you will be so glad that you actually took this trip because you're going to be so you know, fearless. Okay, there's going to be so much of wonderful things coming in towards the end, and you're going to, I something was, my angels were just telling me there's going to be a huge transformation going to happen for you. So this is going to be the first step yet to come. So probably, you know, keep watching. So probably in August, September, you know, you're going to deep dive into, you know, this opportunity that is going to knock your door. Very interesting. There's going to be a lot of passion in whatever you're going to do as well. So now I'm going to pull a 4 cards for your romance. As I already mentioned, okay, this is just a general reading. So for some reason, this wanted to come, but you said, no, stay. I will open later. Okay, very interesting. Some cards are. Okay, so let's see. You have temptation. Wow. Okay, so that is the devil card. And then you have a 10 of swords. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have 3 of Cups. Looks like some very interesting things are happening in your love life. Okay, so let's deep dive and see this. Okay, so this is the Devil card. Looks like it doesn't even want to come. Remember, I said this was very tricky from the beginning. So in your love life, I see this week there is going to be a lot of temptation, a lot of lust and possession. Probably it's not necessary to be with a person, but since it's falling right under this card, I sense that you are very tempted to travel. Okay, very tempted to be in the spots. Probably you're very obsessed, even I should use the word because that's card of obsession, that's card of lust. So there is something that you're going to be very obsessed with in the first week, my wonderful Cancerians. All right, maybe you want to share with me, you know, what is it that you are thinking in the comment section, because I love to read. I'm actually a very inquisitive person by nature. Okay, now, the Ten of Swords is basically, it's all about breakup and separation. Um, there's going to be some grief and sadness I see, but that might be because the trip that you might be taking, it could be linked with this, that the person that you are with, or maybe your family, they are having some kind of sadness and grief. So it may not be you, but you might be separating from them for a while. But if it is going to eventually, give you the most happiness and the satisfaction, hey, go for it. Okay. We only live once, and let's live very happily. Okay. So there's going to be some kind of, separation and grief, not from you, but from the person, around you. Okay. Now, the next one is a Knight of Pentacles. So here I see, there is going to be a reliable, very committed relationship you're going to have. And that also, I feel it is connected to this. You're going to be very committed to the decision that you're making. So this is going to continue. So you are going forth with whatever passion you are with. I think it's more about sports, or it could be your travel overseas regarding your work or your studies. Okay, there's three things. It could be you're passionate about your job or your business, or it could be, your education. All right. That is, I see that you're going to be very committed when it comes to the third week. And if you can see from there, the third week is also about, um, abundance. All right. So I can see that this abundance you have, because you're very committed in what you are going to do next. Wow, that's very interesting, Cancerians. Okay. Now, the last week of July, I see there is some kind of a teamwork. Okay, so when you over there traveling for work or for studies or for your hobby, you are going to meet some people who is going to assist you. So there is going to be a team play here, if you can see all of them. Okay, there's going to be, now three is a crowd, obviously, but not necessarily a crowd, but there's going to be some kind of celebration. There's going to be some kind of social gathering. So I see that there's going to be a lot of fulfillment, happiness. Now, I'm not surprised, because look at that. Okay, you're so free spirited. Look at the horse here. I'm just going to bring this together here. Okay, these two cards. If you look at it, all right, this person is fearlessly, drumming away and very happy, looks like, in the open air. So I am not surprised that, you are going to be in a social gathering, and you might be meeting people. Now, these people may be linked to your work, or it could be, your studies. You might be meeting, new friends that you need to be working with later. Okay, I don't know what are your plans, so just take how it resonates. As I said, this is a general reading, and let me know, because I am very curious to know what is this, right? Now, I am now going to pull some cards regarding your career. So it could be your full-time career, it could be your part-time career, it doesn't really matter. Or it could be your own business as well. It doesn't actually matter as well. Now, it was telling me to take this. I'm going to take that, this, and this. Okay, there you go. Now, Eight of Pentacles. Bro, different perspective. Okay. If they are arguing something going on, some conflict, looks like you're going to have a different perspective. All right. Death and rebirth. Look at that. Abundance is growing. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things happening here. Right. And okay, what is that? That is Seven of Pentacles. Now, you have two major arcana here. Right. So there is some information about your work that you might need to take heed. There's only one major arcana here. No matter what is it, you're going to be very obsessed with something in the first week. Now, if you are very obsessed with, in sports, it just keep coming up. I don't know, some sports or some hobbies or something that you want to do. There is something that you need to work on. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is all about transiting. Mhm. That you are transiting and you are going to discover. And I'm not surprised here. Look at you. You're going to go and you're going to discover something about you and about your future, about your purpose. Okay, so you are definitely traveling and you're definitely going away because your career is telling you there's something higher purpose waiting for you. So remember, I say life is short. Okay, we only live once. Just go, because there's something. Okay, something waiting for you. Okay, that's all I can tell. And my angels are just like, shush, that's it. Don't need to say more. Okay, so basically, you're going to find your purpose in the first week of July. Now, when there is a lot of chaos happening, okay, as I said, this is a major arcana. So you might be looking and finding, okay, what's next? Okay. Because there are a lot of conflicts happening here from the start. And also you going to, break people's heart. There's going to be a temporary separation. There's going to be sadness. So you're very uncertain whether to go or not. All right. So this is something that you might want to connect to your higher self and ask your angels for guidance. Okay. Because you want to see in a different perspective, like, should I go? Should I not go? What is it out there if I go? Okay. There are a lot of uncertainty here about your job. So maybe you might want to continue watching my channel and see every week what I'm posting, and that will give you a little clarity. Maybe for now, you might want to take a breather and write down how you feel and what are your thoughts. Okay, you see how it goes, but there's definitely a different perspective. Okay, so you might want to pause and you might want to do some reflection before you jump, but looks like you have already made up your mind, because on the third week, believe it or not, there is going to be a change in your job. Abundance. Okay, there's going to be a lot of new openings for you here. And you are definitely going to go and, there's going to be a transition. Now, there's a transition, and there's a transition. So look like this a month, you are going to do a lot of transition in your personal life, as well as in your love life, as well as in your career life. Okay, whether you like it or not, okay, something old is going to die and something new is going to be born. Okay, because when there is a death, there is a rebirth. Okay, so it's always about, leaving the something that is not fulfilling, and you're turning here looking for it, and the card technically say by the third week you are definitely going to go what you like. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is about deciding, taking action. All right, so you need to take the action. The action does not come to you, my wonderful Cancerian friends. Take the action. All right, be committed. If you want, you can still sit back here and do a lot of evaluation, and once you're ready, pause and reflect. Time for you to act. All right, seven is all about, questioning. Okay, it's all about questioning what you want to do next, because you're going to be very fearlessly going, and there's going to be a lot of gathering. You can even ask them if you want your opinion, but to me, I feel like too many hands will spoil the soup. So you might just want to do a reflection here and be committed in what you are doing. All right, now, no harm to wait. There's nothing to rush, okay? Because everything is happening in divine timing. All right. Now, you will be called whether you like it or not. The universe will push you where you need to go, okay? Because we are here to accomplish, some purpose. So whether you like it or not, whether you're procrastinating, oops, all right, okay, looks like this card swirl wants to come. So I'm going to take all these cards and look, okay. So I'm going to take this away because this four came together. So I will just take this four cards. Okay, because this came as this came separately. So I'm not going to take that. Now let's turn over the cards. Oh, wow. This is for your finances. Okay. Your financial cards. Be careful with this person. Okay. And also this, okay? Now, nothing major, okay? Don't panic, all right? That is why I'm here to explain to you. Now, what you are going to, okay, I think these cards are all not in the right thing, so I'm going to shift my camera. All right, now that seems better. Whoa, okay, I'm so sorry about it. Okay, so looks like this is a major arcana. You're at the start of the week, there is going to be a good fruit of labor. You're going to be very secured, okay? You're going to enjoy every moment of it. So that's not much of an issue here. So again, travel. So you might be using some money for your travel. So there's definitely a travel coming up, my wonderful Cancerian friends. So start taking your suitcases to pack, okay? Because you're going to put some money in your travel because you are traveling. Now, there is already a chaos here at the beginning, the second week. You're going to have some people that you're going to be separated with. You have different perspective. Now, this three cards symbolizes here that there is some people next to you that you need to be a bit careful with. If you're doing some business dealing, be careful. Now, put someone that you trust because they are going to steal your money. There's going to be scams. So be careful whatever you're investing. If you're going to book your ticket, okay, be careful. Go to the legit travel agent and book. Don't book because it's too cheap, because nothing is cheap nowadays. Okay, everything you need to pay, especially with the oil price is not rising. So be careful about scammers. There is going to be some trickery here. Try not to trust anyone. Sometimes, it's quite sad to say, but your family members can also be someone who you need to pay attention. I know I don't like to say this, but as I always tell my inmates, that truth hurts. All right, truth hurts. So be careful of who you trust and you're putting your money in when you are going away. All right. So there's also some kind of a disappointment coming your way as well. Now, I sense that this disappointment, you brought it yourself, because if you look at this card, though there are three cups here and you're very worried about it's not full, but someone is also offering something to you. So you may want to, turn around and look and see what this is, okay, what they are offering. So this is where they ask you to, pause, reflect. So when your mind and your heart is clear, you'll be able to see things in a better way. But don't worry, everything is happening the way you want. All right. Now, you're definitely leaving something behind, okay, with regards to your finances, but not in a bad way. All right. So these cards are just preempting you what you need to do. Okay. So this money you are going to spend for your travel, be careful with your finances. Okay, don't trust anybody. Now, there's some kind of a disappointment is coming on in your way, but it's maybe it is you. Just learn how to manage your money. Be careful, don't overspend it as well. Yeah. So maybe this can be linked with you might be happy, so you might be spending a lot of money here because remember I talked about, gatherings, having fun and celebration. So you need to be a little bit more careful with your money management here. Other than that, I think it's pretty much good. Okay, I don't see any major issues here. Now, I'm also going to pull a surrender card for you. Let's see for the month of July what you can surrender. Okay, now there's too many cards, so I'm not going to take that. So okay, this wants to come. Surrender to your low self-esteem, my wonderful Cancerian friends. Are you thinking that, you will not be able to make it? All right. I don't know, because immediately the cards ask me to fall back here from your first. Now, I'm not sure whether you're thinking, have a very low self-esteem about yourself. Remember, I said to you, we only live once, right? So make hay while the sun shines. The sunflower. Okay. Now, let's read the card. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Okay. Love and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. If you think you cannot make it, the world is at your feet. The world is at your feet. They want me to tell that to you. All right. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Now, my wonderful Cancerian friends, by nature, you are a very emotional people. Okay, very emotional. You are the most emotional people in the whole zodiac. Okay, now listen to your guts and keep moving. Don't worry about people, because your cards are definitely telling you there is a transition going on with your personal life, with your love life, and with your career. So keep moving. Now, I'm also going to pull a card from the guardian angel, because this month is all about thanking our mentors, our guides, okay, our teachers. So I'm going to pull a card from the guardian angel and see what they would like to tell you. They want you to pray. Okay, prayer. Now, dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to release and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. Now, I want you, okay, if possible, do a screenshot if you can. Oopsie. Okay. Do a screenshot, and I want you to pray, do this prayer the whole of September. Okay, now that will help you to see things in a much clearer perspective and also reduce your low self-esteem. Can? Okay, now my wonderful Cancerian friends, this is your reading, and I truly hope that you have enjoyed it. Now, the summary of this reading is posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. And if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, so your insight might help others in their journey. Now, until my next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.